killing of innocent citizens outside border, forcefully seizure of rice, unacceptable. Or your members tackle custom officers. Make a pledge to bring them to justice. Hello, my wonderful people. In case you're not aware, Nigerian government says there is ban on importation of rice. Yes, but listen, that ban is predominantly, majorly in the southern part of the country, not in the eastern, not in the eastern, not in the northern part of the country. I beg your pardon. It's mainly being enforced in the southern part of the country. A few days ago, we've been keeping you up to date with all the activities of these custom officers. Just during the Salah incident and all that, I mean the Eid after the prayer, after the fast by our Muslim brothers and sisters, they were, I mean, people in Oyo State, a particular locality, we are having the feast and celebrating, felicitating that finally they have come to the end of the fast. Guess what happened? Custom officers who were chasing those who apparently they said smuggled rice. And don't forget that during Olusegun Obasanjo's time, there is the law that was placed and says anybody smuggling anything into the country, so long as they are 40 kilometers away from the border, could be allowed to go. They refused and they started shooting sporadically and killed four. Four. So this is what is happening. The people of Oyo State have decided to take it all up. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Killing of innocent citizens outside border, forcefully seizure of rice, unacceptable. Or your citizens rise up against custom officers. At shifting of the Alliance of Democracy DG in Oyo State, engineer Ololade Hassan has declared the killing of some residents of Isienyi in Oyo State by some custom officers as unacceptable. He said those who contested global national election on the platform of AD in 2019 described the killing of the innocent citizens outside the border and seizure of some truckloads of rice at the Bolaji and Ojoba market in Ibadan as outrageous and saying this is nonsense and must not be condoned. Daily Post recalled that no fewer than 4 people were killed during a clash between smugglers and some custom officers in Isienyi recently. Our correspondent also learned that some truckload of rice were seized at Bolaji and Ojaoba market in Ibadan recently by customs during night raid into the market, breaking into people's shop, taking rice as well as other valuables, including money found in their shops. But Aliyu, while speaking, urged the Custom Control General Halaji Ibrahim Ali to probe the killing and investigation of the Ojaoba market invasion. He said that the killing of innocent citizens and invasion of the market was outside the borders as instructed and known by the law and constitution of Nigeria. Aliyu in a statement said through his media aide Omotayo on Thursday urged the Custom Control Controller General to probe this incident properly. This is not acceptable. He urged the customs to henceforth refrain from such activity, which he said are capable of causing more crisis in the country. The officers at this point in time were not expected to engage in such a battle that will lead to death of Nigerian citizens, considering the mood of the nation. Killing of 4 young Nigerian citizens inside their own town in Isienyi is a disagreement is a no-no and a disagreement by custom officers in outrageous mayhem, unnecessary shooting sporadically and killing people. How on earth should customs leave their border posts and start chasing people all about in town by while forcefully entering into people's shop during the night, carrying away their goods? This is only embarrassing and is an indication that they are thieves, not custom officers. Thieves in a custom uniform, but also an insult to our collective sensible Nigerians in this country. There is a constitution that guides us. How come it's not being followed? The action of the custom officers chasing people around town to the extent leading them to where there were people celebrating. Killing 4 people in a sporadic shooting is unacceptable. This must be investigated and they must be brought to justice. So this is what the Oyo State people are saying, that this is not acceptable. And any sensible, well-thinking Nigeria will know that it is not acceptable. How come they chase people so much? Listen, by now they are already out of their jurisdiction. Do you know that? Let me tell you something. Why we call them advanced country or developed country? Even the presidents, the vice presidents, whoever you are, I'm using the position of the president being the number one citizen. If you have committed a crime, listen, you will be probed and brought under the full arms of the law. We did try to maneuver it. Of course, as human being, nobody wants to get into trouble or be disgraced. But guess what? Look at what happened to Donald Trump. How some people were hell-bound saying, no, we're going to investigate, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You don't have a right to ban, you don't do this. So, I mean, in a well-civilized country, people like Buhari should not be the president of the country again. With the outright failure, he already depicting that he cannot govern a nation. Things like this should be immediately be curbed. Why the right approaches should be followed. However, in Nigeria, there is what we call lawlessness, no orderliness. So people do as they chooses. There is no accountability. There is nothing saying that those who have committed this crime, they should be in prison. They shouldn't be sleeping on their bed peacefully while they have committed murder. What they have done is committing murder. It's not within their jurisdiction to do what they have done. These people were outside the border. According to Nigerian constitution, 40 kilometers outside the border, you leave the people. And there is a constitution that binds and covers what exactly is happening, within the framework of custom. However, in Nigeria, nobody pays attention to that. Everybody is a boss of his own and does as they pleases. Nobody looks at things and say what has been done. You are wrong, and this is how you must be brought to justice so others can learn. So everybody is a boss of his own. Everybody does as they pleases. Hence, the country is in disarray because there is no law and order. If we want things to change and want to move things forward, there must be processes and system in place that calls for accountability. What we have today is called lawlessness, from the top to the bottom. Lawlessness. And this is why Nigeria is suffering. Okay? Those that should be brought to justice are not. The innocent are the ones in prison. Leave us a comment. We'd like to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now. Don't forget to like us, share. Have a good day.